apparently live. Okay, so do need to get started on this. I have got the layer, so up as best as I can with everything else I've got on the right hand side of the screen. The jail. Let's check if this jail works. So I can pause that now so it doesn't take up all my bandwidth. I mean, maybe I could turn it up later on. I don't know how my GPU is coping. Like 11% was that. Anyway, so we're going to put this in the jail, which I have to check on OBS. Yes, the jail is working. So, yeah, that's where Sakura goes if she does anything mean, says anything mean. She's going into that jail. I am currently in the jail. I mean, is it? Yeah, she's behind the bars. I'm just making sure of that. So, we can get to work with this. Everything appears to be working. I can actually start the music I have lined up. I did try and level it. May not be perfect, but still. It's showing my mic audio is going through, and the desktop audio has nothing because there's nothing playing. I think I can run that on full volume. So probably lower that a little on my end, which you'll see the volume control for. Shouldn't affect the usability in terms of that. Just, yeah, it's not coming through the display speakers. That's good. So I don't know, like, I'm hoping this is well enough leveled. I think I could make it a little quieter. Because it, there we go. So 35 on there instead of 32. Just lowered it a tiny amount on OBS. I think that should work out. I mean, there's a chance it's going to be too quiet. Yeah, that's like really quiet. I don't know. Desktop audio is not showing as being loud at all. I can hear it. Let's see what it's saying here. Something about primary and backup. One of the streams has a invalid configuration. Okay. If it's working though. Right? So, yeah, desktop audio does not appear to be coming through at all now. Like, oh, okay. Okay, it seems like that actually affects it on OBS, which is strange. So changing the Windows volume appears to affect OBS. I did not expect that at all. So minus 33.2. Let's try that. Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust it on this Road Podcaster output, which I have. Because I can, although like that's where I monitor the mic through, I can at least just outright lower the volume for me. And it shouldn't affect the OBS side of things, no. Okay, that at least gives me some volume adjustment on my end without adjusting that. Yeah, strange stuff happening. Gumi has also escaped the prison. I think Megapoid Gumi, is it? I am probably mispronouncing that. Also, Sakura does need this face kind of finishing off. There's just a massive gap here which shouldn't be here. For now, this is something, okay? That's finishing the face off at least. Like, there is now an edge. It's just, I moved the hair because the hair was like that. I moved it more like that, so it's gonna like flow into the next frame better. So we've got SF1, Sakura frame 1, 2. It looks like, I don't know. Now it depends, like I feel that hair is drooping too much, if that makes sense. Like, it droops too much to that side. SF2, it's pretty good on the side, on the right hand side, but here I do need to move a few other points because that is just too much to the other side for the head movement. Like, it's fine if it doesn't swoop loads to the right, because you could say, well, it's basically still but just going lower. But there's a limit to how far you can stretch the truth. There we go. Yeah, it still says the stream is good. Not excellent though, but it's just good. It's just working, I guess. I don't know if I've had it good before. Usually it's either chronically bad or excellent. I mean, I'll take good. The bitrate is low because internet reasons, but at least it's legible. I need to check my totally not dodgy Guycoin cryptocurrency is working. I think I might know what it means about the backup server now. The backup server, it may be referring to, in case the first one fails, there's another with like the same, what do you call it? Stream key, which will kind of like fall onto. So I have no redundancy, but it's working. I think that's what it's saying. Yeah, so we've got stuff going on here which needs to be fixed still. From what I can tell, like that, I don't know, because it just doesn't look right, but maybe it is. I mean, what could be going on is that the wavy arm is stretched out. If I put this shoulder pad out, maybe that will work, kind of thing. Okay, I think there's something to that. I don't know. Yeah, I think there's something to it, but it's not everything. Can try making it a little larger. So if we move that in a little, perhaps. I'm just trying to get this to actually make sense, because I'm not sure it does at the moment. Like, I get there's kind of an angle to where the body is tilted. I'm not trying to contest that much, but still. Just trying to make it work. Okay. Guycoin doesn't seem to be working. Well, they, I'll try the other command I've got. Maybe I just messed up the Guycoin command and it doesn't do that. Sakura should. That's my, like, 8-ball. So we should be able to bring that here. Just an idea I've got to try and, like, align this whole thing. Shouldn't be, like, 100% sharp angles, because that's just not going to work. I can tell that much. So that's going to have to kind of flow to the arm in terms of like overall shape and angle. Yeah, so I think I see where I need to go with this. Something like that. So we've got that going along there. Now that should work. So again, we've got that going down there, maybe. Something like this. Ah, so Sakura works. Is that still currency? Because, that might work. I'm gonna have to check this. So the Sakura 8-ball works. The Guycoin doesn't. I mean, I could also try something. Like, sometimes these things are a bit weird. And they need a capital. Sometimes, like, I had that before. It needs a capital to work on occasion when it feels like it. Yeah, it's odd. So, well, we've got this hair here, haven't we? So, we've got SF1. I feel like, if anything, the hair should sweep the other way. But I don't know. I think I just want it to be fairly flat and not, like, swoop down loads. But, yes, my point here remains. It's not, like, perfectly smooth 24 FPS, so I'm running about 12. There's stuff I have to do to try and get this working. So, just try and get this. Like, I can see the remnants of where this was in the past. I suspect I've already tried to correct this a little, but the hair is not the easiest thing to do. I'm not sure if I did it on stream, but I did a lot of hair corrections just to try and get the flow correct and get it to fall where it's supposed to. So that can go like so. Can move these outwards. There we go. I mean, I'm going to have to check overall. I feel like it's still falling a bit too angled that way instead of like that way. So, we're going to have to try and fix that. Ah, Guycoin works. Okay, so if the description doesn't have a capital, I have over 1,000 Guycoin. My dodgy cryptocurrency. So, indeed, that's something we have to, yeah, so stream settings. There's got to be the description somewhere. I'm just not so good at finding this stuff. There we go. Just got to make sure the command is in. So I did change the thumbnail because I got the old one wasn't very good and I worked hard on the new one. So I want to use it. I didn't put it on there. But anyway. I'll just add that. So I should have done this earlier, but commands. I'll just stick this in quickly for now, just to like explain. Hopefully you can enjoy these Dell keyboard sounds at least, like 90s mechanical Dell sounds. So Sakura 8-ball didn't need capitalization, the other one did. You might be able to actually see a corner of my beige board here. It's a Dell AT102W. I do like this thing. Had it for about 10 years. And used it quite a lot. Thing is still going. I had this thing open actually, and it had some like chips on it. They were huge. They were like microcontrollers that were like that big. Like honestly, they were like that big. They were not small. Like nowadays they probably have them like being that big. So go figure. It's definitely a 90s thing. This being a PS2 model and it's the Windows key version, I believe it is a little later. They made the early non-Windows key versions, and I think they also had slightly nicer sounding AUX switches. They were made in the 1992 onwards, I believe. Maybe 91, somewhere around that. So I'm getting distracted now. Has been changed to... Gotta get the capital here, because as I am led to believe, that is very important. So I've put the commands in the description now. They should work. And anyway, we have got to try and sort this hair out. You can see my arm on the camera. For some reason I wasn't sure that would show up. Like, it's right in the camera angle. So again, we've got to do this. Like, it maybe doesn't make sense at the moment, but I just want the hair to hang, like, fairly directly down. If anything, ever so slightly to the left, yes, for left. Because of just how the body is moving and stuff. Kind of makes sense of the whole thing. Gotta get this focus. Yeah, ADHD hyperfocus. You can never focus on anything until that one thing where you can't pull your focus off it no matter what. So I'll just double check this in a moment because I'm just grabbing these points in a hope of pulling it together. So, wait, that doesn't quite look right. I also have the tail. How could I forget? Like, I've not added the tail on every frame. There's like the tail and there's a bit of hair at the back, which I just haven't done. I mean, I think I might have the first 3 frames or something with the tail. It depends on the body moving. I'm beginning to think the tail should also go with that and maybe flick back because tails do that. I don't know. I somehow feel though it wouldn't just go like that way when the body is moving that way. It doesn't seem like it's gonna even out at all. I feel like putting some soup in the slot machine. I can also check if this command works. Yeah, there we go. Let's mess up a slot machine with soup. I do actually have a key dial. Like, I think you can see it here. Just see the corner of it at least. This is my Huion key dial. It does many useful things. It also needs to be used to correct the eyes by zooming and stuff. Yeah, the zoom wheel is probably the most useful thing, but I did also earlier use the volume control, which didn't affect OBS as I expected it to at all. So, is it going to actually give me anything for my soup? It probably hasn't. Like, I've probably lost at gambling. 50% win chance and I'm still losing. So we've got SF1, SF2. That isn't the worst. I can definitely see this going to a place. So I think if I'm just going to try here, not messing with the right, because the right isn't awful. I'm going to try the left of this hair. Just dragging this out a little. And then I can adjust the right side of it a little more. So I've got that, SF1. Okay, that's good, like. So I feel like one thing I could probably do is just like, I don't know how to say it, just smoothing out this line in general. So that might not work so terribly as it had before. I can't believe the slot machine wouldn't accept soup. Who's designing these things? There is nothing unusual about putting soup in a slot machine. I can probably change the title because the internet is actually working. I had no confidence in it to begin with. Sorry, that seems like a decent enough title. And also, yeah, putting Sakura line art, it makes sense because you can see in the actual title what the character is. So the title, the thumbnail. So, you know, it's like people would have probably been, who is that before? Like, now you at least have some visual of the idea who the character is, which is one of the reasons I made that and kind of whooshed it out. There's still perfections I could do to make that work better, but for now it's serviceable. I feel like this petal is quite large. The shoulder pad petal thingy. I don't know, it looks kind of goofy in both of these, but then to be honest, you're not going to see it behind the hair, so that's the thing. So here we've got that. That needs, I think, perfecting. I do actually have... yeah, I do actually have the left click. So we'll go split line, delete. There we go. See, I can be effective with the key dial if I actually try. I mean, I feel like I could draw a lot quicker, but I obsess over detail and the vector lines and all that, and I really don't have to. So, yeah, I think if I like soften this line, that does actually kind of work. There we go. Maybe if I just pivot this a little and saving recovery settings, okay. Probably best I just let it do that so I don't lose all my work if the thing does crash. This machine is quite stable, though I had to move back to the i7-8700 because the other machine didn't take all my 128 gigs of RAM. I wonder why. This machine's claims 64, but it like works. Some machines are just like this. I've played with a lot of them, so I should know some of them the RAM usage, RAM limits are just complete nonsense. Some of them, they actually do mean something and it won't accept any more memory than, you know, it's supposed to take. How do you know the difference, though, until you actually try? Okay, so that's all working. I could check the stream health, actually, because I've got this window up here, but... yeah, there we go, good. I just had to check that it's actually streaming. I've got 46 dropped frames, which is about 1.5 seconds. I could have been doing a lot worse than that, honestly. Dropped frames, ahoy! I think like this hair going inwards is like the first sign of it going too much to the right. If I just keep that line like fairly flat, obviously like going out a little at the bottom because that's what this hair does. Unusual, but it actually works. Because petal hair. Because I went over the top with a design theme. There we are. Now I feel like the face is missing a chunk here at the side. So we've got that. Yeah, this looks a little lumpy actually. Now I've done the second one, I can smoothen out this angle a lot for very little effort. Because we have the power. I say that as I'm dropping frames. Well, I'm not dropping frames right now, but I say it as I'm dropping frames in the whole stream. And I say, I've got the power. No, you haven't got the power. You have a PC that drops frames. Or an internet connection that drops frames, more likely. So, it's all running, yes. These hair, they look quite different in terms of actual length, which is kind of troubling me. Yeah, you know what, this isn't as bad, like, as it was. It still seems to angle itself to the, right a little. I think what I could do is perhaps try this. I think that'll fix it. If we just add a bit of angle here, that's, you know, making it a more gradual and less steep slope upwards. Yeah, I was just thinking, had I actually not gone live there, that would be a mistake. Yeah, that's a little better. So that's SF2, Sakura frame 2. So I can kind of see the hair. Like, I think I'm going to just have to adjust this because, again, it seems actually like I can do it relatively easily, which is definitely a pro. Okay, so again, it's just like getting this correct in terms of size, shape, all of that good stuff. This just needs to be longer. Like, I can immediately see that this hair at the front is far too short to actually make any kind of sense. There we go. So, I don't know what to say about this. Still, other than, yeah. Just the whole thing of it, it's not quite, like, lining up as it's supposed to. So there we go. Again, it seems like just smoothing out the overall line, what would I call it? The line flow goes a long way for not all that much effort. I've already put so much effort into like perfecting these lines instead of in terms of like how many points they use and how adjustable they are in general. There we go. So we've got that. I feel like it's too wide now, but I don't know if it's going to work for me. Just correct that. And yes, indeed. Hoping this works. I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. I'm just doing a thing. There we go. And now the length isn't even. Perhaps if I, instead of making it one, trying to keep making it one longer. I'm lost. I'm as lost as I ever was. So I guess that's nothing new. I do with these fans actually I've got. Like this one is the closed fan, so it's not really a whole lot I can do about it, but then there is different frames where they're open, like this one actually. I think I already did try adjusting this and it's kind of messy there, but still we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 overall things. The reference image did not give me a whole lot of information to work with, so I just had to try and take what I could from it. And it's like going to this point, so we've got that's going to have to be erased and everything, but really I just want to perfect the fan before messing with it. I might get rid of these lines because those lines are not like the most important, as long as you get an idea that there is kind of some difference in coloration there. That's enough. So we've got this. Again, the shoulder needs to be moved. We've got, yeah, so we've got this. I think it needs to kind of go up along and then down. So we're going to have to raise that up, maybe. Go and split the line, delete that, there we go, and probably good enough. Probably. I do not even know, like, it just looks off. I'll have to come back here and then, like, try and adjust everything that way, because it does look so off. I think maybe if I go, like, rotate that down, just because in general it's going down, like, the arm there. That looks a little less off. We can delete this. That looks a little less off having that, like, going downwards to where the arm is. Yeah, I kind of wonder how many Guycoin I've got. I've got over 1,000. I don't know, maybe I should say you've mined so many Guycoin, but then I don't know, the slots and everything. I could put you've mined 1,000 Guycoin, it would be kind of funny, I think. It's just, it's like all cryptocurrency really. It's useless outside very specific circumstances, in this case these streams. So we've got these shoes as well. The hair is like the main thing here. So we've got that. There's still things I can do to like make this just generally work better. think we want this to go like in and then like spin out again around like that way. And now it seems to be doing recovery or something. I do really need to just save this file because I don't want to lose anything. And then I need to back it up at the end of a stream, presumably. Okay, sorry. Anyway, we have got to sort that out. So that's better than it was. Still not sure about this side though. So if we go to SF11, is it? Because of 12 frames, and I didn't really name them very well. So, okay. So I can kind of see how that would progress into this, because it loops. It loops like that. So we've got to have, like, frame 1 is going to go there. And then we're going to go round 12, 1. So, like, it has to kind of flow into itself, if that makes any kind of sense. That's a thing. I'm going to leave it like this for now. And then we've got Sakura frame 2. That does widen out, so it kind of looks like the wind is going to it in a way. And I don't actually mind doing that idea. You know, because if the whole body is going down, like naturally the hair would kind of go like that. Oh, no, I'm not demonstrating. The hair would go kind of like that as the body goes down, just because of the wind catching underneath it. So, as poor as my demonstration was, yeah, we basically want the ends to be slightly shorter but wider, because that will, in this particular context, work. Make the hair look alive, about as alive as we can with just 12 frames a second. Yes, and that is also not fitting together as I would like it to. Brilliant. That was sarcasm, and not very good at that. I don't know. I kind of don't want to spend too much time on this because I feel pretty sure I will have to come back and redo it if I just mess it up. I am spending so long focusing on such a tiny detail which I should not be focusing on. So there we go. I think that's okay for now. The hair does actually seem to get longer. But I don't know. Maybe it's short on that side. I do not know. It always seems to get longer here. But that's okay actually. From what I can see, you know, there's natural motion and stuff there. That is like really pushed to that side, but I guess if we're going for stretch and squash and all that kind of stuff, having the hair longer makes sense. Here we see something though. That side is very long, this side is not. I think at least there's fewer vector points here to mess around with, so I can just go, hopefully, make this slightly larger and it will all fall into place. go around that off at the edge. That will have to do for now, I think. Methinks. Could try doing this. So, I've still got bits of the belt there that I didn't use. I mean, I tried to erase a lot of the lines I just weren't using from when I redid the whole skirt thing, because, you know, all those different frames they've had to change, and they're still not perfect. There's still tiny imperfections like this one here. The boots are one thing I want to do as well, because they're just not like leveled up at all between the frames. So yeah, we've got that whole thing there going on, and I think I did quite well, because yeah, you see, like that, it's really trying to move with the motion. That is one thing I did that I'm actually pretty pleased with. I was thinking, is that short or no? It's just the way it is. Maybe it is on that side. I don't know. It works well enough. Then we've got a 9, 10. Which actually looks like I've mostly just duplicated that from somewhere. But it kind of falls into frame, so I won't ask too many questions. 10.5, 11, and then 11 should fade into 1. See, like, I did all that work. I've got to try and check the number of thingies here, though, because it has to kind of be level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think the 17. It's a bit confusing on that one. Still need some refinement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. I think most of these around are like 16 to 18 kind of thing. Then there's that one with 15, which I'll have to have a look at because I need it to work. There's other things like the hair, though, that I need to go through with. For skirt, I've mostly done it. It's just going to be smaller refinements here and there. The ears, as you'll see, I have actually got these end pieces here. They're going to need to be somewhat adjusted to, you know, match the angle of the body. So if it's like that, they'll have to be adjusted compared to that or that, because the body does move. So I can't just use the same thing. And, it would kind of work, but compared to how high detail the rest of the image is, it would just look off. Like I cut corners, because I would have cut corners. I did copy the ears. Like, the ears are not easy to draw, okay? I had to cut that corner, because otherwise I would have just suffered. A lot. So yeah, actually the hair, it seems like the first 2 frames were kind of iffy, but after that it steadies out quite nicely. I actually feel like the first 2 may just be too small. I mean, these are not perfect, though. So we've got SF6, SF7. Okay. One thing I immediately see here, the line just... all it really needs is a bit of smoothing. There we go. 1 vector point, moving. Like, all it may be is just moving 2 vector points, and that will correct it enough that it's not bad. There we go. Tiny adjustments, and that has done it. Just fixed it enough that it doesn't look quite so jarring. I mean, maybe. There we go, perhaps? No? Yeah, that's going to have to do. So we've got this. I can actually see the onion skins, so that would be SF7. The body moving like that way. It actually moves down, but that's okay because the hair flowing that way and then getting pushed up a little more. That's not going to really hurt, I don't think. Just going over with the old physics. So we've got SF8, SF9. I don't know about how that sits with me. I think here, it sounds weird, but I think I need to actually, to make sense of it, I think I need to just change the shape a little. I mean, Miku had twin tails, Sakura doesn't, and that's based off an image of Miku. A very, very low bitrate image of Miku from like 2009, so you know. Also, I think it was like crisper on the original, but the version that kind of stayed around was a very I don't know, we call it like crunchy, I think, version where it was just not looking great in terms of quality. Which is kind of what inspired me to make this. I mean, they did have a link to the original video outside of YouTube, but it just didn't go anywhere, so I'm guessing it's been removed. Or moved on the link, perhaps. And I can't type in Japanese. I'm not at that level yet. There we are. So this is now looking a little better to me. Now, I don't know how well that's going to work. Like, I think I might have to go back to this at a later date. Again, like with some of these things, but it still, I think, looks just generally a little better to me. You won't see it likely on one frame, though, if it looks off. If it's, like, all flying by, it's just... I mean, as things stand... I guess, like, if I like pull that down, and then I so I don't know. I'm guessing this is better. You'll probably hear me say I don't know quite a bit because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm merely guessing. I don't know if that's any better. Probably not. Probably needs to be. Actually, maybe I'm onto something here. Because, you know, the hair, as I should know, because I designed this character and basically everything about her, the hair gets larger at the bottom. That looks a little more natural. Like, I'm not saying it's perfect, but it looks a little more natural if it flows like this way and goes to widen out at the lower parts of the body of hair, for lack of a better term. Because I could just see something was off about how this was falling. And I do feel like at times this hair defies physics kind of thing. Like, hair should not move this way. Yeah, hair should not really move this way, I feel, but it does because reasons. I don't think anyone has hair that naturally actually looks like this, where it goes out wider at the lower parts. Maybe the onion skins are actually kind of impeding on my overall artistic vision here because so much stuff going on. No, and I really need to save this properly because it's saving in recovery quite a bit. Yay! I fixed it. Yes. I also lost some. I lost some soup in the slot machines. I'm not sure if it's showing that, but yeah, I did try putting soup in the slot machines. Also, hello, Helene. I haven't mentioned it. Yeah. I wonder if Eldarkin will win again. Gambling him did actually win before. Oh, unfortunately not. Actually, I did get the prison working as well. I mean, the internet was just having a breakdown yesterday, so that was why it wasn't working. It's fine now. Like, the same Wi-Fi card and everything in the PC, even if it hasn't had a driver update in 10 years. Yeah. Well, look, I had to gamble the soup. The slot machine was just asking for soup to be put in it. Now I have to do this kind of awkwardly because I've got OBS on this one window and then I've got stream avatars on the next one. But yeah, there we go. The jail works. I'm in jail now. So we've got the jail. It is functional. I've got the foreground and the background and everything. It's not super high detail, but a million times better than what it was before. Guycoin. I tried the Guycoin command earlier. It needed a capital letter. No idea what's going on there. It worked, but you had to put a capital G on or it didn't work. Yeah, I don't know why Stream Avatars does this thing still, but it does. It is bizarre. You've acquired 115 Guycoin. You can ignore me then. It doesn't need a capital. I was sure it needed... I just have to check actually the chat because I'm sure I tried that. Yeah, Guycoin. It didn't bring anything up. I entered Guycoin. With a capital, I believe, then. Yeah, okay. Stream Avatars is just being weird at the moment, then, by the looks of things. I have a lot of Guycoin. I have like over 1,000. The jail is for the good. No, the jail is really, it's for if Sakura says anything mean on like the Sakura ball feature, then I can put her in jail. Like that's the idea I had with it. Because, you know, we need to punish her so that she doesn't grow up to just learn she can say terrible things to people. Yeah, I have over 1,000 Guycoin. Could start a battle royale actually. I mean that's one way to potentially make some money. I don't know if Cheese is superior to everyone else and Cheese should have no problem winning the battle royale. Are you mean? Let's find out. I can't remember the name, but there was an evil Sakura that I believe you drew a while ago. Can't remember the exact name though. I don't remember this stuff that well. I don't doubt it. Alright, if Sakura is mean, then she is having to go in the jail with me. There, now we are both in jail. We are both in jail now. There's not a lot of space in the jail, but there's enough space for like 3 avatars, and that's it. If they're very uncomfortable together, because there's not enough space really for 3 of them to sit comfortably together. I mean, I don't know, I've been using 200 by 200 on the new avatar concept I've been messing around with, so that's more pixels. I have escaped the jail! Oh yeah, Orange Blossom, that was it. I mean, if only I could make a avatar of her, but like, it does still take a bit of time. I've got like this Aurella one I've been working on. I might actually be able to find it because Yeah, it's somewhere I've got it on here. I do believe I put it on. Yes, should be here. This is one version of it. I'm not sure it's the latest version. But naturally, it is a pain to try and get this working with the hair because it's all relying on shading. It's not relying on like actual line art because limited pixels. I had to make my compromises. I mean, she has like eyebrows on one of them, or an eyebrow, should I say? Because of that. Well, I don't know if it's on this version. No, it isn't, because this is a slightly older one. But that's what I got. Yeah, I mean, it's fairly easy to make his stream avatar because I think on my, I think I did have that speed draw on my channel, and it basically shows I downloaded a template. I made the canvas size a little larger because it was a tiny resolution to begin with, and Sakura has won the Battle Royale. Okay. Yeah, so I made that speed draw anyway. I think it was like, it's just some itch.io thing that came up on Google, whatever, or Yahoo, whatever I was using at the time, and that wait, has Sakura like just been left alone in the Battle Royale? I don't know, so yeah, Cyberpunk Goddess is complicated though. Like, as you can imagine, the Orella one is incredibly complicated with her hair, so that's like the next one that I've been doing, and that's, in and of itself, that's going to take an absolute age. But yeah, Stream Avatars is pretty easy. I think I have to restart Stream Avatars because it's just looping now. Sakura will have to go in jail for hacking the system. But yeah, it will reload in a moment, so that should all be fine. Come on. Okay, it appears to be working now. Don't know where the cheese avatar is. Might come up with another comment, I don't know. But yeah, Cyberpunk Goddess would be very complicated. Especially with, like, I'm trying to make the avatars look better now. The Sakura one was a real rush job, and, you know, it misses a lot of detail they perhaps could have had. I do need to put Sakura in the jail for hacking the system and so making it so she was just alone on the screen. There, you're going in jail. Yeah, let's find out if she will admit to being a hacker. I'm pretty sure she is a hacker, but we need to find out whether she's willing to admit it or not. I'm just adjusting the hair here to try and make it, like, move properly. Because if it didn't move properly, then it would just look off. Like, with the whole body, like, moving that way and that way. I doubt it. Very suspicious, I say. That's why you're in prison, Sakura. So yeah, the hair is like slightly odd. As you'll see, it gets larger at the base because I had to make it resemble a petal somehow, but that makes it a bit of a pain to actually animate because you want it to like flow, you want it to look like hair, but you also want it to somewhat retain that shape so it like looks like the recognisable character's hair. Because it is one of the most recognisable features of a character, I would say. Ah, I know the perfect question to expose her. I love the sound of this keyboard. I've probably typed lying wrong, but my point remains. We must find out this, because this could expose Sakura's true intent once and for all. Sure, why not? Oh no, that's a perfect response to that question. So, Sakura likes lying by the looks of it. I also made the audio better by putting this like black wind cover on it, which I just had lying around. It actually improves audio a lot because it sounded kind of tinny before. Put this on and it fixed the bass completely. And that's the thing, it's like, I don't know, it's a £5 or so little cover, so it's not expensive. Not sure how much that is in dollars. Pretty sure it'll be less than 10. This is also a Danganronpa music. Because I just had this idea, like I thought of it. You know, why not play this again? It's been a while. Lying you on that. Yes, that is how it is. I need to ask something else now. I did think of changing the exclamation point slots to just exclamation point gamble. Because I thought that would be pretty amusing. I mean, there's like this whole roulette thing. Like it seems quite complicated, but there is that feature there. Although I've not changed anything about it. That is a thing you can supposedly do in stream avatars. I shouldn't tell you. Maybe she did wig the slot machine. You see, that's what happens when I give a liar administrator privileges. She goes and does this. Now I'm beginning to think Sakura shouldn't have administrational privileges. Oh no. How is Sakura going into the slots? Is it because she's a 2D sprite or something? And fits like right through the slot sideways? Because there's just no depth. I don't know, I guess in general Sakura is 2D. Even though I put her in the real world, which I don't know, does that make her 2.5D? I think this is fake Harry Potter music now. It literally sounds like fake Harry Potter music. It's not Harry Potter music, but it's just very similar. This arm doesn't look right. Like, it's just there, but I don't know. It's not actually finishing, though, if that makes sense. And also, that petal is going to be, like, cut. So I think I have to do something about that. For now, I think that might do a job of it. Something like this. Harry Water. Yes. I think I had I did have this parody. I didn't really get that far with it, but I called the guy Harry Potty. Which is like, it was supposed to be like his parents just had a really strong accent, so that was how his name ended up being. And I think he went to the school of Pig Veruca. It was just the most weird knockoff thing ever. And he was in the House of Slugsworth. There's also Beardwood. So I think I see what's going on here. It's just this hair, I seem to be really struggling with actually making it look right. There's going to be a lot of finer details I can do and stuff. I think I'll actually trim this down today with the all the excess lines. I think I have some time to do that, which should be a little more entertaining than just me messing with my hair. I would say it's not my hair, it's Sakura's hair, but then, I don't know, in some way or another it was inspired by my hair, which always tends to move towards the front. I do actually have a cattail as well, which I didn't do on all the frames, which I really should. I don't know if this was before, but I feel like it was this song that was, that gave me like a copyright warning, but it's literally just some classic song. It's not even one of the actual, like, original Danganronpa songs. That was just very strange. I mean, it doesn't do anything, it just means I can't advertise on the stream or anything, but it's very odd. And you know, I don't think with 10 subscribers I'm going to get adverts anyway. So it's not really going to affect anything on my part. Is it dropping frames? No, it's still on 46 dropped frames, so that hasn't gone up. Sakura has escaped jail. Oh dear. I don't know what that frame is. Curiosity and all that. Ah, that's it. It's like these lines I was using to line the eyes up. I can actually get rid of these. Like, these don't have to be here, but I was using them to line up the eyes, so that they're like in perspective and all. But they don't have to be there, and I've deleted all the things. Yeah, that would just be a waste of work. Save, yes. I've been putting it off for like an hour. Yeah, I don't know how long it'll be for 30 million subscribers. Probably 20 years, I don't know. I mean, I've had the gaming channel for like 8 years, and I've got 300 or so on there. I think if I tried to stream every day, I could probably get a lot more subs, but I just can't manage that. Like, I struggle enough with 2 hours a week. But I do like doing it. It's just, you know, it's a lot to do it all the time. So yes, as I was saying, the tail. That's one thing I can do. Like, there's a tail here, there's a tail here, which I feel kind of goes in the wrong direction because, like, some of this will be erased. You won't see most of this, to be fair, but actually, here's a little shortcut I found. If I get the lasso tool, instead of like having to mess with layers and everything, I can just go select that and do that. It would just select an area, and that saves me having to like turn the whole thing around or do anything really crazy with it. Wouldn't having 30 million subscribers devalue the Guycoin? Well, it's a cryptocurrency, so it's pretty worthless as it is, but you know, Guycoin would somehow become worth even less. Like, that's the whole joke, though. It's a cryptocurrency, so it's just worthless in the real world outside of these streams. Like Bitcoin, but more worthless than Bitcoin. And that's saying something, given that Bitcoin did not have a whole lot of worth in the first place. I mean, hey, there's NFTs, which are literally like people paying millions of dollars for PNG images. So, I guess, like, in comparison, Bitcoin is great value. But in comparison to, like, the lowest low you can get. That's interesting. So we've got the tail there. So we got that much, that much. Okay. I don't know, like, that tail seems almost like it might be too long. Maybe if I move that. Because a lot of this will be erased in the future. Slots. Not all of my cryptocurrency. I do kind of wonder how much Guycoin Sakura has. Because even more so, Sakura has actually won Battle Royales, so... Yeah. And Sakura has totally not cheated at those Battle Royales she won. Totally not. I mean... Yeah, it's not like she's a liar or a cheat. So I gotta just... I'm using my fingers, which I probably shouldn't to measure stuff, but it gets me like vaguely the correct distance. So if we remove the onion skins, so we've got 1, 2. Another battle royale is happening, I see. Let's just hope Sakura doesn't hack this one like she did the last one. And then lie about saying she didn't hack it. Just me and the cheese fighting among ourselves. No, Sakura is a common enemy here. And I got a health pack. Yes, I totally didn't hack it to give me a health pack specifically. Because I'm a sore loser and can't stand for Sakura to beat me. Sure, that would never be the case. There's another health pack over there. Ooh, am I going to get that next health pack? I think I might. Oh, I won. I am now Witcher of Guycoin. Yes. Sakura's a bad guy, yeah. Sakura, you could have won that battle royale, and so we have to punish you for having a chance of winning. Yeah, I'm happy the jail is working. It actually looks really like a miserable place as well, like you're in a dungeon that hasn't been touched in 200 years or whatever. I mean, I think it works fairly well. For just a... I don't know how long I spent on it. I think I probably spent about 10-20 minutes making that jail. So it wasn't like a huge amount of time, but it's just one of those little, I guess, quality of life improvements that means actually quite a bit. I'm the hacker now. Okay, let's ask Sakura then. The conclusive answer. Sakura is going to answer, because sure, she would tell you if I cheated. That is the conclusive evidence, and it cannot be contested. Control V, there we go. So we now start with the onion skins to get an idea of where this sits. So we've got 1, 2... And then we're going like... Okay, it goes back that way, so... I think I copied the wrong one. I should have really just copied it from like frame 1. That used my copy and paste keys, which I do totally have because I'm a real artist. I don't know. I totally didn't just hack Sakura so she couldn't see me hacking. I totally didn't just make it so that she was temporarily blind and couldn't see what I was doing with the code. Let's see how many Guycoin I have. I accidentally zoomed in on YouTube loads. I have 1568 Guycoin. Okay, that sounds like a good number to give me some to gamble. There we go. I should have a good, solid, healthy amount that allows me to gamble that. So we've got this here. Okay. So I feel like that needs to be something like there. So the body moving this way. I mean, I could rotate this, but I honestly think it's easier to do this at this point. And pivot it this way. Sakura has escaped jail. I don't think we're winning the slots. I don't know. I can't really pay attention to it because it's behind the mic and everything. But yeah, I think we lost a lot of money there. By a lot, I mean 69 Guycoin. Which, to be fair, Guycoin is a pretty worthless currency. It's probably worth like literally $1 hair in the real world. Not even $1, just a single doll hair. That's probably like what it's worth. I did actually find this Reddit post, and it was like, how much should I sell my pixel art for? And then someone else said like doll hairs. That's the first time I've seen it in the wild. Someone said I would expect at least 80 doll hairs for it. So like, I was amazed. Wait, other people use that? It's actually a widely used term, or currency should it be? Am I dropping frames? No, all is good. So, Sakura frame 3. I feel like this, I could just do that maybe? No, need this corner. Like, I don't know how this is gonna look. A part of me thinks I should just do this later, because there's gonna be a lot of finer adjustment to actually making it look feasible. It's $100,000 hairs. Just thinking, because YouTube, I don't know if it's a zoom. It's like made the L's, yeah, that it was a zoom. It made the L's like kind of half transparent, which is a bit strange. I think it's just a zoom I've got. Can't adjust the window size now beyond what I've done. So much to do here. I feel like the tail I'll just end up messing up again if I try and do it. Okay, so at this point, like with this, I'm just guessing. There is like two different layers here, which is interesting. There we go. Like, that's a thing. So I think we want it to go down slightly because of where the arm is falling, or at least keep it straight like it is. I don't know. So, I do need to do that. I do need to do the thing for the boss battle, like my evil AI creature. Because AI is obviously like the anti-artist. Yeah, so I do want to do like an evil AI as the opponent for the boss battle. So much I could do if I find time to actually make the assets, for lack of a better term. Yeah, I was trying to say earlier also about the avatars. You literally just make a transparent PNG, and the transparent PNG, you stick it in the thing. Like, you have to have the images kind of ordered in a certain way on a grid, but you have the transparent PNG, and it basically interprets that as like a character in different frames. Yeah. Yeah, the idea I had though, like, I had this evil eye with like saw blades on the outside, which I was trying to animate it, but I didn't really get very far. And I was trying to do it on the Samsung tablet, but you know, there's not really much of it to speak of now, but I do think I can make it into something given enough time. The whole joke being that, like, I'm an artist and the ultimate evil that we are fighting in the Battle Royale is an AI. Because I feel like it's some lore that I could have going on as well. There's so much you can do with stream avatars. And it's non-subscription as well, so you don't have to pay a subscription for it, which is even better. Oh dear, I'm trimming the wrong thing. I could just use the pen. And I could also do that. It's like, it's on vector eraser, so, you know, does that. So I can get rid of that part of the tail for now. Like, as I say, I think the tail has to go like across the whole back of the image. Obviously, you're not going to see every one of those frames, but still, for it to work. I have got eyelashes. I'm not sure I mentioned that, but Sakura now has eyelashes. At least in this medium. Mainly because the reference image had them, so yeah, Sakura gets them. Vaguely in line with the original. This, I think, is looking nicely cleaned up now, though. Now I'm just getting rid of a few of these tiny vector points. I can get rid of the onion skins. I just don't need them. There we go. So this is almost there with this. That can also go like here. Just all these tiny changes improve it a lot, I think. Yeah, I mean, like, I like the eyelashes, but for some reason I just never bothered learning them. Also, these are completely off. Like, they need to kind of be aligned per side. Not necessarily exactly, but this one is a lot higher than the other one. I mean, generally I like them. Like, I did try and imitate the originals, but it's actually kind of become a thing with the media. I did, on what I've used as the thumbnail, I did have eyelashes there, but I didn't finish them off. So, as I say, little perfections and stuff I can do to it. But yeah, it's kind of become like these things. I thought they were forks at first, kind of shape, but they actually do kind of look like petals, so that's what I'm going to run with. Because that's the whole theme of the character, so everything has to be petal-shaped. So, you know, it works. It works with the overall thematic nature of Sakura. So I won't complain. I mean, I know Aurella's whole thing is like a sharp, much sharper design. Somewhat less friend-shaped, because circles and rounded edges are what you would call friend-shaped character attributes. Whereas Aurella is a much sharper design in terms of just the overall edges and stuff. They will also be pink if I do them correctly, because she has naturally pink hair canonically. But yeah, as I say, these little like fork eyelashes are actually becoming a thing of the design. And that was when I thought the design was finished. Okay, so we've got these boots as well. That was one thing I needed continuity on. So what have we got here? I mean, also I feel like that boot there is a bit off at the bottom. You see, the bitrate messed with me. We are now on an excellent connection, not a good connection. So I've got about half an hour more until it's the 2 hours I do a week, if I can. which I couldn't do last week, which I am miserable about. But anyway, I say last week, it's now like the week before last, I guess, technically. So yeah, these boots, as I was saying, they need lining up. So 1 and 2 are actually pretty close on the right one here. Is it left, I guess, depending on which perspective you're looking at it from. From this perspective, it's the right boot. So I think this needs to be moved outwards. That is actually also, like, you may not think it, but these boots are one of the things that, from a silhouette standpoint, they actually distinguish a character from others. Just because of how there's this fluff stuff that goes outwards. That, like, makes it distinguished because it's a, like, outwards feature of the character. Most of this I did without even realising what I was doing. So it, like, seems I'm super intelligent, but it was really just my subconscious throwing this stuff together and it actually just somehow working. Yeah, these boots, I need continuity with them. Because if they're changing size, which I think they were at first, because basically it kept that whole thing from the template, that was throwing them together. I know, I need to search something for stream avatars, actually. I'm trying to find give currency and the first thing it came up with was give blood. Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch, I think. Okay, maybe I can just copy and paste this because I'm lazy. No, I kind of want to change a currency to blood now. You have 2,000 grams of blood. I could do that. It would be so. It would just be so random. Because I'm so generous, I'm going to give an extremely high amount of money. That is my generosity, if it even works, but still. Oh goodness, I've messed up. I've messed up real bad, I think. I think it's like, I think I need to put Guycoin give. I don't remember what I changed at this point. I don't think it gave it properly though. I think I need to try again. Because I think I have to select Guycoin. Let's see if this works. Oh, 2 coins from the slots. That's a pretty big amount to win. So, this boot, as I was saying, okay, so I think, from what I'm seeing here, it does go down. I think I need it to just be a bit, like, flatter in terms of angle here, and that should help. I think, like, everything I need to do here, though I have at least done some of it on the stream, so it works as kind of a progress report of what's going on. Okay. So that's like slightly turning. That's fine though. Like I think that boot is fine now. Yay! I am witch. Yes, I do. I have been trained well. There. I went the extra mile. I put 0.12 extra in. Yeah, the more I think of it, the more I do just want to change slots to gamble. Because that's basically what it is. Oh, I'm witch. Let's see how much it's given me, actually, because it was a very odd amount that I put in. It has given me... Wait. I won, and it gave me 1 coin after putting 2.12 in. Something isn't adding up there. Something doesn't add up. Well, you know what? I'm going to just blame Sakura. Sakura, you're going to jail again. No. Just there. It's working now. Yes, Sakura is going to jail again for that. I'm just blaming Sakura. Let's actually ask, Sakura, did you, borrow my winnings? Yes, we must find out. Yes, Sakura, it is your fault. Obviously, it is not my fault for trying to gamble an amount of money that should not have been gambled. This is your fault, Sakura. So what have we got for height? We've got like that, that. Now I need to like measure it, so... Something like this. Almost. I think this needs to be slightly taller. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's the angle. Well, so it depends on just how it looks. Maybe this is smaller, but like it somehow works. I shouldn't tell you. Yeah, I think we know where my winnings have gone now then. Of course you shouldn't tell me. I think that's because we all know what you've done with my winnings. Probably gambled them, I don't know. There's probably like a secret casino where Sakura just gambles all her stuff away. It's the Hidden Crest Casino. We don't know anything about it. Other than the slot machines are very expensive. There we are. Oh no, evil Elena. I wonder if evil Elena gambles more or less than good Elena. I do wonder. So I try and find the give currency and it brings up give blood. It's the most random thing ever. Why would I put give in and it immediately comes up with give blood? I can't help but think that's jumping to conclusions a little. to be fair, it is vampires and stuff are probably like going on Reddit at this time of year and asking for blood. Oh yeah, evil Elena doesn't like gambling. Now I just want to be rebellious and gamble though, to be honest. I wonder if there's like actually a command to take money. Like that would just be the most evil thing ever. I don't know. Might even be able to take my money because of moderator privileges and stuff. I don't know, honestly. It may be possible, though, to just swap me, even though I'm the streamer. Oh no, wait. Sakura has got out of jail. Actually, I need to check something important. Sakura, do you like it in jail? This is important law that we must find out. What was that? I don't know what to make of that. Like, do you like it in jail? Or are you just giving me the silent treatment because you're so disgruntled that I'm not being fair? This should give me the answer I want. Sakura, do you want to go back to jail? I don't know what I just did there. Like, I selected something, but I don't know what I selected or what I deleted or anything like that. Do you like evil Elena? Yes. I think she does. Did it answer, like, my question? What? Sakura wants to go back to jail. Okay, well, that's a thing. Sakura does like it in jail, I guess. But doesn't like admitting to liking it in jail. I don't know. Is she playing some game though? Like, she's saying she wants to go back in jail to pull reverse psychology on me so I don't send her to jail. Because that could well be what's going on. Actually, there is something I should find out. Because we all know the Tomo 8 Ball is like in the anti-cheese cooperation or whatever it was, and hates cheese. I should find out what my like Sakura Ball thinks of it, because it would be interesting actually. See if there's like any difference in how they answer. I'm sure this has played earlier. I don't know. Maybe it's a different variant of the what's it, song track or anything? I don't know. So the boots are, I think they're looking actually a little better now. Like, not perfect, but you can see they actually kind of look like Sakura boots. Ask again later. Yes, but it's not whether you like or hate cheese, it's whether Sakura likes or hates cheese. We have to know the law at this moment. We need to word it differently, I think, like with the jail thingy we asked her. I do appreciate having the boots like positively commented upon. I mean, I worked hard on like trying to get them leveled, but the thing is, like, they look good there. Like, I can acknowledge that much. And then these souls, they kind of need some adjustment. The base, but I don't have to do that right now. I have time off stream to do all this stuff. Like, likely I may not work on this in the next stream, but I'll have something to do. Just in this case, I may just work on this off stream until I can get to the colour phase and then stream that, because at this point there's not really anywhere else I can take this other than just perfecting all these smaller bits. As I say, there is the fans as well, but really the fan is not like something that I need to show, because It's like that. I did already do some correction on that. It's looking just a little cleaner. There's a good cheese. Oh, looks like my version of 8-Ball also doesn't like cheese. Maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's because they're all like in the 8-Ball family. They just have to hate cheese. Like they can't even help it. It's just a thing that, you know, goes on with them. Maybe cheese hurt their family at some point in the past somehow. I don't know. And so they are now desperately seeking revenge on cheese. I feel like we need the whole lore there. Like why all of the 8-Balls hate cheese. I mean, one thing I thought of though is, for actually this same overall video, I have this image and I need to draw, because there's, in the original there's some still images and there is some animated frames like this one. Now I have got this character, one of the antagonists from the story, which is the Killer Queen. I thought it could be interesting to like do that character design on stream, because I'm gonna need that character portraying anyways. It's like the perfect lore relevant thingy for that frame. Like I think it says above of those who rule or something like that. So it just makes sense to use that character, and she's going to need a design sooner or later for just the story she is from. So it wouldn't hurt, I don't think, to try doing a little bit of that. Yay, lore. I mean, I do like lore. It is interesting for the most part, at least. I mean, I don't know what Darren would look like, because Darren interests me in a way, because his life, basically, he's being, like, used and manipulated. So, like, his entire life, if it's not by Orwella, it's by, like, by someone at his previous school, where literally, this is actual lore, his girlfriend was shown a video of like him, a deepfake video of him kissing Colonel Sandpaper, which is like literally the fake KFC mascot, the lore-friendly KFC mascot. Yeah, so it's like one of those some videos, and she actually believed it. And then that's like how we break up, because of a fake video of him kissing a KFC mascot. It's just one of those things. It's so absurd, but it all adds into why his life, like, is always like that, and why he ultimately ends up getting used in the other world, because he's so desperately looking to be someone that at that point he just misses the obvious thing. And especially when Orwella is literally like the one telling him, don't join the side of those people. But for all the people, he's not going to trust her at that point in the story. He's just not going to believe her of all the people he could believe. And so he also ends up getting used by the corrupt governmental system of the other world. But yeah, it makes me wonder like how he would actually look as a character. Just basically becoming the punching bag, yeah, of the entire character cast. But in a way, it's like a miracle that he doesn't become the villain, because he has like the perfect villain backstory, but he doesn't become the villain. I think I also came up with a really dumb name for like the actual chain that was like KFC. It was what's it? Colonel's effing chicken, but like the E word, but like spelt with the E. So not the actual F word, but it was I just thought that would be pretty funny, because that way I'm not even using the acronym, but it's still kind of obvious what it's supposed to represent. And then I have a king who looks exactly like the Burger King, and he has a plasticky looking face and everything. Yeah, so his face like literally looks like it's made of plastic. And I make a joke like, this guy entering the scene must mean the breakfast burgers have arrived. So yeah, we have fake KFC guy And we also have a fake Burger King guy. I'm beginning to think I should just put some really goofy clown in at this point. Because why not? Arguably, like, that as a chain is bigger than the other two I've already referenced. Where would have him fit in, I don't know. Probably some, like, weird highwayman who just happens to look like Ronald McDonald. Like, as in you're literally being robbed by a clown. That said on Darren, it's like you would expect Darren to become the villain with how his life has been to him, but he doesn't. Which is actually pretty impressive that he's the one that doesn't end up becoming the villain. Yeah, so I think these boots are going to take some time, but I'm already on this second frame here, and just a few smaller adjustments have made this just look generally better. I did have, actually, it is based off an older version, but I did have like a thingy somewhere. Sakura, my child. Yes, that was what I called the thumbnail for this stream, because it's like basically it's my child in real life. I wanted just a funny name for Fold. Yeah, well, I guess clowns being scary. That's the thing. I've always thought, like, surely clowns are meant to be evil. Like, who designs that and thinks this is a fun thing for kids? Like, they look terrifying. They look terrifying, really. I guess it's not helped by all these Hollywood films. Whee! Sakura is now flying in my... Sakura is literally in my file manager. Yeah, so anyway. So I have a resize whip GIF, which is the newest one. So this one. So I did something with it. So that's like what I've got. This is an older version, bear in mind. So a lot of stuff is imperfect, but hopefully you can see the overall concept here. Because this is just a little export. I did it, I think, 1080p. So that kind of shows what I'm going for, but just a more perfected version of it. Because since I made that, I have been refining every tiny thing about it. And this is... Okay, so... I think this could be a little rounded off. Sakura is a file. Now Sakura is just... Sakura is on the Sakura image. Sakura is between Sakura's feet somehow. Okay. I grabbed the wrong thing. I grabbed an OBS window. I should not have done that. I think I can... Yeah, I can free her that way. Ooh, I have bomb power! They should not have given me this power! I just found, like, the Stream Avatars window. I have bomb power! What's this one, huh? Yay! Okay! I have too much power. I have too much power. What have I done? Why is there a blue-haired Akita Neru? Oh, I also have an Among Us, apparently. I think I had that. We have a yellow-haired Teto. Yeah, what have I done here? Sakura. What would be funny is Sakura, like, holding a Sakura flower underneath a Sakura tree. That would be just the most random thing ever. I feel like making an avatar that is like Sakura, but it's like literally the tree. I'd say so. I know, like, how can I get rid of them now? I should have thought this behind. What's gift? Oh! I can gift some things. I wonder if bombing would get rid of them. Big explosion! I feel like now I'm just like faking having loads of viewers. For some reason there's not like another cheese avatar. It's done everything. It's even made like a couple new Sakuras, I think, but not cheeses, which is odd. Oh wait, there is one more cheese. My mistake. I'm just having too much fun playing with this. So we've got yeah, I found a way to get rid of them. I just have to right click. There we go. Well, that's a way to fake being like ultra famous, I guess. I think I might actually be able to fill the screen with cheeses. Now that might be a thing I could do. Because I think you can select specific avatars. I just found that feature and I'm like, I'm going to mess with it. I paid for this program. I am in control of this program. I probably shouldn't be, but I am. Okay, so I got about 10 minutes now till I call it. Maybe a little longer, but I do need my special food time where I have food at food time, naturally. Yeah, anyway, I think I've got about what I wanted to show here anyway for today. Because I will find something that I can work on next time. As I say, I don't think I'll be working on this animation specifically. I'll be probably working on one of the frames. I know, I'm famous. It even gave me a notification from 10 subscribers. I do want to lure people over from my gaming channel because that's got like 300, so, you know. Because I do separate my stuff. Like, this is just art. So I have Cortu Duo E7400 as well, which admittedly is one of the most confusing names you could ever get on a gaming channel because people just find videos on 17-year-old computers. But still, there is no, there is yeah, actually subscribers on there. So if anyone is like interested in art, I could try and link the channels together, and then maybe I could get like a couple of stream viewers or something. I don't know. But I just need like the right time to put something together. I'll probably do a drawing of the BeamNG or something, and just make a community post. Best way I think I can link them. Food is good. Let's see what Sakura says. Is Sakura going to be a rebel? Because we both like food, but does Sakura like food? We must find out. I imagine Sakura would need to eat. I don't know about Daniel Otaku or Daniel Otaku. Whichever one really. They're both slimes, so they might not actually need to eat. But Sakura does, as far as I know, need to eat. Because being half dragon, half cat girl, they both have to eat. And I've zoomed right out on the YouTube window. Things don't look good. Yay, my viewers are awake. Wait, I'm a viewer if I'm awake. Ah. I was going to say, like, wait, my viewers are actually not sleeping. I'm doing a good job of streaming. Yeah, I do appreciate the stream visits. Because it makes it more fun. And we can both gamble dodgy cryptocurrency named after me. It's almost like that villain thing, you know, where, you know, you have this villain and he's got loads of money and he's got his face on every billboard. Do you eat? I suspect that the outlook would turn... I don't know. Is that Sakura saying she doesn't eat and that you get more food for yourself? That's the only way I could interpret it. I don't know, is it one of those things where because Sakura is an idol, she has to be very strict on her diet, as in literally not eating anything at any time? I mean, I eat, I'm just careful about like how much I eat. By not eating all the time, it does work at just stopping me putting on weight. I also don't process fats very well, which helps me not taking in loads of fat in the first place. So it's kind of accidental positives, I guess. Actually, there's something I need to check as well with my 8-ball. Or my Sakura ball, as I call it. This is important lore we need. Because, like, we know the other 8-ball wants to blow up the moon, but will Sakura collaborate in this whole malevolent endeavour? Because the moon is made out of cheese. What was that? Yeah. Sakura is so surprised that I'd even bring something so random up. Let's reword it again. Oh, I tried to press the question mark, but I pressed enter by mistake. It doesn't matter anyway. That keyboard is so nice to type on. I feel like I could type on it all day. And that's the thing, I've actually tried the Unicomp Model M, because the IBM Model M's are supposed to be good, and as much as I like that, it just doesn't match my Dell. This old Dell OEM board from the 90s, it's just incredible. Nicest board I've ever used, and I've used a lot of them. It's also my first mechanical board, which may play into that, because, you know, it was my first board. I got used to using that as a mechanical board. Fun story, like, back when I bought that, it was actually, I think, the cheapest way to get into a mechanical board, because they just weren't as cheap as they are now. That's important now. Sakura does not want to blow up the moon. Okay, so we immediately have a difference there. Because the other 8-board does want to blow up the moon. Sakura does not want to blow up the moon. So I'll be finishing off here in a moment. I mean, there's bits I can do with these shoes, I think. Or boots, I guess they technically are. I mean, I'd love to add more detail to the boots. But ultimately, I'm trying to honour the original art style. So the most I can do is like add these fluffy bits that go out, and but the overall shape of the foot or the shoe or whatever you call it has to kind of be the same as the ones on the original Miku design. At one point I will do the Norman image, which will be a lot easier, because whereas I designed Sakura to be complicated, Norman is just a design that vaguely fits the character's ability to blend in and all that. Yeah, so we have an important distinction there between the characters. I will be finishing up about now, as I say, because it's been about just under 2 hours. So maybe it's just over. I don't know, because I did start, I think, a minute or two early. I was on time for once. So yeah, I think just pivot this, try and level it up. I mean, just all these little tiny adjustments actually make something of the boots. Okay. So, yeah, I'm pleased you enjoy it. I do try and do all these little stuff to make it more entertaining. So yeah, I do appreciate it anyway that you visit, Elena. Anyway, I will be calling it today for today. I'll probably, unless the internet completely blows up on me next week, I'll be streaming Sunday again, as I like to normally do. So I'll just say goodbye until another day, and see you again, hopefully.